And now it is my pleasure to present one of Hollywood's best-known personalities, screen actress, newspaper columnist, radio commentator, and wearer of Hollywood's dizziest hats, Miss Hedda Hopper, ladies and gentlemen. There you are, Hed.
Thank you, Bob. I love that introduction, wearer of Hollywood's dizziest hats. Of course, my hat is a little tricky, isn't it?
I'll say, I could hardly wait for 7 o'clock to see the cuckoo come out.
Why, Bob, it's my new Easter bonnet.
Really? Does that thing lay an egg, hubby? I wish you wouldn't bring that competition around. Did you see me? Oh, it's all right. Now, just let him... Did you see me in the Easter parade Sunday morning, Hedda?
Yes, and I really don't think you know how to dress, Bob.
Don't know how... Why? Didn't I look formal?
Well, for one thing, you're not supposed to wear a top hat with bare feet.
Since when? Oh, it clashes, eh? Well, if you'd taken a good look at me, Hedda, you'd have seen I was wearing top hat, cutaway coat, and striped pants.
Striped pants? Yeah, that was a good idea, drawing black lines in your long underwear.
Why, Hedda, I thought my outfit was a real production. I gave a lot of thought and study to it.
Yes, it was an elaborate suit, Bob, but didn't you overdo it a little bit?
Overdo it?
I mean, having that midget trot along behind you carrying the extra pair of pants.
Well, I gave that midget those pants. He cuts the pockets out and uses them for pillowcases. Hedda, I suppose... That's a long line for nothing. I suppose... What am I doing in there? Hedda, I suppose you spent a whole week figuring out your Easter outfit.
Well, not exactly, Bob. I was busy with my own radio program.
Oh, yes, Hedda Hopper's Hollywood.
Yes, I broadcast for Sun-Kissed Oranges and Lemons.
Well, I broadcast for Pepsodent toothpaste.
You know, Bob, we're nothing but a couple of squirts.
Yeah, well, look, I wonder if Pepsodent toothpaste and Sun-Kissed Oranges have anything in common.
Well, sure they have. To get the best out of them, you have to squeeze them both.
I know a couple of girls like that. Look, I suppose you want to put in a plug for your product, Hedda.
No, Bob. I only want to tell the folks how marvelous Sun-Kissed Oranges are. They're luscious, juicy, big, delectable, and the best California can grow.
All finished?
Yes.
Okay, Florida, tune back in. Are we bragging as though they were ever in?
Say, Bob, what do you do when you're not busy with radio and pictures?
Well, I like to take a trip to Catalina, lie out on the beach, and admire the pretty girls in their bathing suits.
And Edward G. Robinson thinks he's the sea wolf. And while we're on the subject, I've heard a lot about you and Bill Goodwin standing on the corner of Vine Street.
You hear that, Bill?
Yes, I did, Bob.
And let me tell you something. Only kids would stand on corners and whistle at girls. Only kids would try to flirt with girls. And only kids would try to kiss girls.
Well, meet the men of Boys Town.
That did it, William. That did it.
Well, if you boys can't get girls, before I was a Hollywood columnist, I was an advice to the Lovelorn editor. Maybe I can give you some advice.
No, that wouldn't help, Hedda. I once went to a Lovelorn editor. That was quite a while ago when I was still a shy and bashful boy before I started to use Pepsodent.
Pepsodent. All that ever comes out of you is Pepsodent.
Well, shoot the stopper to me, Hopper.
What did you go to see the Lovelorn editor about, Bob? I suppose it was your first love affair.
Yes, it was a sensational affair, Hedda. She was 16 and I was 18.
What made you fall in love with her?
Oh, I guess it was the way she handled a pool cue. But we came to the parting of the ways.
What broke up your romance?
Well, her mother didn't like me. She used to see me hanging around the runway in burlesque theaters. It made her nervous when she was dancing. So the next day, there I was, Hedda, at the door of the Advice to the Lovelorn editor.
Come in.
Say, is this the Advice to the Lovelorn?
Goodbye, Miss Hopper.
Goodbye, Mr. Paramore.
This is it. Say, are you the Advice to the Lovelorn editor?
Why, yes. Here, let me take your hat and shirt off.
Oh, thanks.
Say, you're a country boy, aren't you?
Yes, I'm from the country. How'd you know?
Oh, never mind. I'll open the window. You're about the most bashful boy I've ever seen. Say, do you always suck your thumb?
Yep, can't quite reach my big toe anymore.
Well, tell me, what's your problem?
Well, I broke up with my girl, Lulabelle. I ain't been able to sleep ever since. I'm always thinking about her.
Well, perhaps I can help you. Why don't you describe Lulabelle to me?
Well, her face ain't much to look at, but her figure, gee, it's awful. We used to have a lot of fun together, but then I began to suspect she was going with another fella.
Well, what made you think that?
Well, every time I walk into the parlor, she's sitting there necking with him. Gee, I don't understand it. I don't understand why Lulabelle don't love me.
Well, perhaps her family objected. What do her folks think of you?
Well, her mother's away in an army camp.
Her mother's in an army camp?
Yeah, she always insisted on wearing the pants in the family, and this time she got drafted.
Well, perhaps you're not romantic enough. Tell me, when the lights are low and there's soft music playing and you two are all alone in the room and all is still, what do you do?
I eat peanuts.
Why?
Well, I ain't the type to sit around and do nothing.
When did you realize that Lulabelle was beginning to slip away from you?
Oh, just the other day, I was holding her in my arms, looking tenderly into her eyes, and then she puckered up her little lips.
Yes, yes.
What a time to blow a spitball.
Well, don't worry about her. You can get plenty of girls. You know, you're kind of cute. Here, let me fix your necktie for you.
Oh, gee, we're standing this close to a woman. It gives me goose pimples all over.
On you, it's an improvement. I sure love
You got some of that fuzz on your tongue there, you know. That dropped down from that hat. Where are we?
You'd think it was a bird's nest.
Can I send that on the road? Go ahead.
Come on, handsome. Sit down here beside me.
Oh, gosh, do you think it's safe?
Well, certainly. I won't bite you.
Go ahead. I like it.
Now, let me give you a few pointers. Next time you hold Lulabelle in your arms, run your fingers through her hair like I'm running mine through yours.
Oh, shucks. Don't run your fingers through my hair. It keeps reminding me of something.
Well, what's that?
I got to do my spring plowing.
Oh, come on. How about a kiss?
A kiss? What's that?
Don't you know what a kiss is? Well, what does your mother do when your father comes from work and she sees him?
Oh, slugging.
Oh, no. I'll show you what a kiss is. There. How did you like that?
Did we get across Sunset Boulevard all right? Thank you, Hedda Hopper. Hedda will be back with us in a few minutes, folks. Take it.
Sentimental me, for romantic you. Dreaming dreams is all that we can do. We hang around all day and ponder, while both of us grow fonder. The Lord knows where we're wandering to. I sit and sigh, you sigh and sit upon my knees. We laugh and cry and never disagree. A million kisses we'll make theft of, until there's nothing left of for romantic you and sentimental me. Sit upon my knees. We laugh and cry and never disagree. A million kisses we'll make theft of, until there's nothing left of for romantic you and sentimental me.